Hello, hello, and welcome everyone to another episode of Entrepreneurial Empire. And today we have a talented guest who is not only a three-time book writer, but he also has his own podcast. His name is DeMarcus Brewster, and today he is on the Empire to let us know his journey and how he got started. Thank you so much for joining me, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Miss Denise. And thank you for having me. My journey, how I got started. Hmm. Go ahead, Miss Denise.
Oh, no, no. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, my name is DeMarcus Brewster. I'm an author of three amazing books with more to come. I published my first book in 2019. It's on Amazon. It's titled "From the Hood to the Church." It's a little testimony. I overcame a lot. I'm the hope dealer, baby. And I think like a couple months or maybe a year after that, I did an ebook. It's called "From the Hood to the Church," and you take it. It's on Amazon. And people got to realize a paperback book and an ebook are two different books. So that's why I say that's book number two. Now, Dad, where's my fish? This book's special, right? It's a
Okay.
children's book. That's why it's special. I gotta cater to the children. The children of the future. I gotta cater to them. And
Amen.
Dad, where's my fish? I don't know. Like I said, my conscience. The title just came out of. And it was just amazing how it came. And the main character in there is Junior. And I base everything off my life. I got my name is David Brewster Sr. I
Okay.
have a junior, DeMarcus David Brewster Jr. So Junior is the you got kids out here who love their games, who love their bikes, blocks, love being outside. But Junior, he love his fish. He love his fish. Junior would do
Okay.
it. Don't come between Junior and his fish. So one day Junior just woke up and he noticed one of them was gone.
Mm,
That's where the title came. Dad, where is my fish?
okay. Okay. So have you always been has writing always been an inspiration of yours?
I think it really became an inspiration when I was incarcerated.
Okay.
And I haven't been in trouble like 7 years. But when I was incarcerated, when you sitting down doing all that time, you trying to figure out your outlet, like if you don't want to get out here and do the same thing over and over. That's insanity.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I got to figure out what I want to do during the time I was incarcerated. Then I got to, cause like I had dreams of being a journalist. I had dreams of being a blog. I think it's a blogger.
Okay.
Then I got into modeling. See, this what really got me started with like writing. The thoughts came when I was incarcerated. Cause yeah, you got a lot of time. You just laying there. You don't want to watch TV. You're not trying to play handball. You're like, okay, I'm gonna just use my thoughts, think,
Hmm.
cause everything started here. So I was like, I want to write. So during the time I was modeling, it was like a challenge. I ain't gonna say it was a challenge, but the CEO of the company, not gonna say her name, was like, "Hey, you ever thought about putting your story out there?" I was
Mm,
like, "Yeah, several times, plenty of
okay.
times. I'm gonna overcome them." So got the idea from the hood to the church because I got the idea when I was incarcerated. That's why I said from the hood to the church. That's why the cover. I was like, I want people to know what I overcame.
Mm,
So to make like I think I'm more a strategic writer. Like once I come up with the title of the book in a chapter,
hmm.
it's just I don't like working hard. I like working smart.
Yes. Yes. I always like to say, work harder. I mean, work smarter to work, not to work so harder. That's a good one. It really, really is.
Yes,
So I'm
ma'am.
not going to ask you if you have writer's block. I'm going to ask you what is your writing kryptonite?
my writer kryptonite. Wow, because I do have like I'm gonna be wrong. I had a moments where writer blocks come in, but I like to meditate.
Mm,
I like to meditate. See, I do. I'm spiritual. I follow a whole different genre of, and I like to meditate and be around nature and water. I like the earth. I
okay.
like to go outside and take off my shoes and socks and walk in the grass. I like to sit in a tree because I'm an earth sign, I'm a Virgo, so I like being around nature. I like being
Mm,
at peace. And when you're around nature and you hear like the birds and the bees, that calm you. And when you calm on the inside, you'll be calm on the outside.
yes, yes. I love that. I love that. That is so, so true. That is so
Plus,
true.
I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert by nature. Also,
Mm. You too? I love people,
yes,
but I don't want them all the time.
oh yeah.
So, how has your
But
journey shaped you from being incarcerated until now? What have some roadblocks that you've overcome?
overcame a lot. Like I haven't been in trouble. Let me say this. I'm proud to say this. I haven't been in trouble in 7+ years. I'm gonna throw that out there. But I look at that like I had to go through that. Like some stuff you don't go through, but some stuff you put yourself through. Some stuff just happened, and some stuff you put yourself through. And I say a lot of stuff in my life I put myself through there, but I look at it was all a test for somebody to hear my testimony.
Yes, yes. I like to say you can turn your pain into profit. You need to tell your story because you
Yes,
might have Lawanda, Sharon, and Kawanda right here, but how you tell yours is how you say what you say to people that resonates and can get to you. So
yes,
yes,
ma'am.
yes. Um, the second book. Tell me what inspired you to write that.
Life. Like you talking about the
Okay,
children's
you
book,
said
right?
the first book is about hood to church, right?
Yes, ma'am. And the second book is basically it's like it's the ebook of the first book. It's just a couple words. It's the same storyline, but a couple words I just like took out. That's why I say annutated. Annutate, I think it means like I'm not sure, but like doing something on purpose or not doing something. But I can't really
Mhm.
get into details. But I just changed it because like the storyline's still the same. If you
Okay.
look at the paperback book and the ebook, the storyline's still the same. It's just like a few words like change. Like it might say in the first book it might say God, but like in the ebook it might say Yahweh or Yahoo or something like that.
Okay. Okay. So I like to ask this question sometimes. What does success mean to you?
Oh, success. See success. People see success in so many different ways. Like first, my success starts at me being at peace. Now I'm at peace, and success like man, I know the money gonna come, but my success, I'm gonna say this. My success is helping others. I do everything I can to help others. Number one, help myself, help my children, and those who I'm connected with. I
Okay.
know the gifts and the talents that I do have. I know it can make me all the money in the world, and I know all the money gonna come. But when I get success, I'm helping others. It's a lot of people that get success and say forget others. When I get successful, I'm helping others. I'm uplifting others. I want to inspire others before I expire.
Ooh, now that's deep right there. I like that. I want to say that again.
I want to inspire others before I expire.
Mm, I'm gonna have to use. Ooh, that is just good. That is just good. I like that.
That's what
I
I put
think
it out
that
there
is.
for.
I think that is a definite explanation of success. It's not always about that money. It's
It's
not
not.
always about that money. It's the journey that you get in there because the money, like you said, the money is gonna come, but you need to be right in here and in here to to make
Yes,
that
ma'am.
transformation into the higher place. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am. Mm.
So, besides being a writer, I hear that you are also a podcast. Do you do
Yes,
YouTube? or just a podcast?
I do have a YouTube channel. I just haven't been active on there because I just moved. Like, I've been here a week where I'm at. I just moved, so but I'm gonna get back on the YouTube. But I've been focusing more on the let me say this, Mr. Miss Scott. I work more on my phone. Like my phone is like my cameraman. I work more on my phone, so that's why I like Anchor. I got the Anchor app, and I just do the podcast on there. Now, how I started the podcast, it's supposed to happen, but it happened how it's supposed to happen. I'm gonna say this: when I relocated to Texas, I was talking to some people about starting a podcast. One of the guys introduced me to Anchor, which is how I'm recording my podcast on. But we probably did it together. But you got some people out here got that procrastination, that stagnating, like you just gotta go. Sometimes you just gotta, Miss Scott, you just gotta go without people, whether they like it or not, whether they in their feelings or not. You just gotta go.
Yes, Mr. Brewster, you are so right, DeMarcus. Sometimes people just, and you can't, I've learned not to be hurt by it. I really have. I learned not to be hurt by it, because you can't let, it's going to slow your progress if you do. I
Exactly.
started my podcast and YouTube channel June 2022. And I
Congratulations.
think we just, thank you. I think we just started doing videos and interviews in August or September. So yeah, I do understand what you're saying. I do. I really, really do.
While we live, Miss Scott, Miss Denise Scott, whatever you got going on, you need my support. I'm not just saying this just to got to try to get some analytics. You got my support. If you need me to come back on and talk about something else, I got
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I would definitely, definitely. We are um my executive producer and I, because like I said, he is amazing. If it wasn't for my god brother, oh, my god sister is everything, but my god brother, mm, he really doesn't know
you.
how much he has blessed me. And I'm learning, because he's more advanced than I am, and he has to succeed. God, he has to succeed, because what we're doing, we're trying to change lives and let people see that there's hope, that there's a vision, that you just have to be consistent and determined about it, and have a good heart, because if you don't have a good heart, it's not going to come to you. I'm sorry.
Miss
Just saying.
Denise, hope, can I please say this? Look, look, I came from the hood, all that. Then I'm gonna start back, get back into the podcast and what inspired me to start that. But I came from the hood, the streets, all that. So when you come from that streets, you be inspired to be the biggest dope dealer. Now I'm inspired to be the biggest hope dealer.
Yes, yes. And that's what this podcast and this YouTube is all about, to show people that there's still hope. You don't have to sell drugs. You don't have to be shaking your butt. Own the
Um,
company. Learn. I wish they would bring back curriculums, activities in school, like chess, um,
mhm.
car shop, things to do with your hands, wood shop, so these kids can learn that their mind is power.
Extra curriculum activities. I know what you're talking about. Like
Yes.
a collective course.
Yes, they need to have that in schools, because these people need to channel, that you lost your mom or your dad through COVID. You know, now you're staying with your grandma and she's old and she don't care. You raising yourself. So these kids
Right.
need to have their outlet to channel their energy and the pain that they have inside, because there's too many people killing themselves and each other.
Yes,
There's not
I
enough
do.
love going around. I just feel that.
And
Um,
go
but
ahead.
I did want to ask you what inspired you to start your podcast.
Life,
Because
like
your podcast, I love the title.
now, look, see, I've been on a journey my whole life, like spiritually wise. Like I came from a Christian background. Um, I studied. I ain't gonna say I was deep into Muslim, but when I was incarcerated, I read the Quran. Um, I didn't study with the Hebrew Israelites. Now I'm on the laws of the universe, Egyptology. That's what I
Ooh.
follow now. But look, I'm gonna say this. I don't care if you Buddha, Hindu, Christian, whatever your background is, whatever got you on that path, stick with it. Cause
Hmm.
I can't say if you right or wrong or not. Cause we all don't know till we get there.
Amen. That is so true.
So that's why I titled Seeking Knowledge. And I just did season one, like See, this season two. Season two is called Transformation. And that's basically what I'm getting personal with my life. Like I'm getting a little personal. Let you know what I'm going through and what I been through. I know it's an episode that say that the divorce is official, right? I will be officially divorced tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But I always
Oh.
wanted to just seek knowledge. I like seeking knowledge. I like doing research. So I was like, yeah, this season two right here. This is like, yeah. But I think life inspired me. I think people that I met when I first moved to Texas, where I'm at now, like I was like, they come off as spiritual or the path I'm on, but at the same time, they still got some procrastination ways. They are
Mm.
still stagnant. They are not walking they talk. So I was like, I'm gonna walk this walk, and I'm gonna talk while I'm walking this walk by myself. So I really had to inspire myself. I really had to just get around from certain people and just focus on what I need to do.
Okay.
And I work a full-time job at that.
Okay. That's impressive. Amazing. Yes, yes. Love seeing young black men do their thing, do their thing. Um,
I'm 36, Miss. I'm 36, but I was raised by my great great auntie Carol. Thank you so much, Carol. I know you here with me. You here with me spiritually, but I was raised by my great great auntie, and
your
she taught
great
me.
great auntie. Okay. She did an amazing job.
Thank you, Miss Denise Scott.
He said, great, great auntie. You're welcome, Mr. DeMarcus Brewster. Do you, as an author, have any say in the title and cover design?
Yes, yes. I just see because everything be my ideas. Like everything I do is my ideas. Everything I do, I want to center around my family or around me. So everything be up here. When I'm at peace, them thoughts are just come. Like that's why I like being at peace. But I just throw the idea out there to my publisher.
Okay.
See, the first book, I went through KDP. The first book was self published. That's why it's on Amazon. It's called Kindle Direct. It was self published. But the church I was attending during the time when I was in St. Louis, Missouri, when I was back home, it was a church I was attending, and I was on a prayer team, and I met a local author there or artist. I'm still an artist, and he did not charge me nothing for the cover, the first book from the church I had looked the cover. He didn't charge me nothing. I just told him my idea. When I told him the idea, he killed it.
Okay.
And I just now with this book, my publisher, she's based out of Houston, Texas, and it's gonna be in her bookstore. She got a bookstore, and she's an author as well.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yes,
you. It's in her book
yes.
as well. Jump Time Publishing is gonna be in her bookstore as well. And I just told her my idea. Like she just said, she just picked my brain basically. Like she picked my brain, like just put ideas out there. And me, I just like putting ideas out there for the universe. It was like what, and but like I said, it don't matter what patch you on. I can't, and I put the idea out there. And when I sent the funds, she made it happen for me, and I'm just grateful. I'm thankful that I met her. That was one of my goals. I said I'm gonna find a publisher, and we're not just gonna be doing business. We're gonna be lifelong business partners, and like we have personal conversations. We don't just talk about books. We have personal conversations.
Okay. You had to find that right fit for you, and you wanted somebody that was whole as well as professional.
Yes,
Some people don't know how to look for that. So thank you for that advice. Yes,
yes,
yes. Um,
it's a must.
what are common traps for aspiring writers, do you think, that's out there today? Do you
You
think
said
it's
what?
hard? Do you think it's hard or easy to be an aspiring writer?
You have those moments like I say you do get inspired, but sometimes you get uninspired when you don't get the support that you want you or you need. So you get uninspired. But and I say this, support is not always about spending money. Let me say that again. Support is not always about spending money. Support is about sharing a post, telling a friend so they can tell a friend so they can tell a friend about the book. Like that's really why I'm an introvert. That's really why I don't have no team. That's really why I move like this because I done been around. I done did a lot of good things for the wrong people, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep growing. Whether they going, I'm gonna keep
Yes,
growing.
you have to. You have
But
to.
I just say you gonna have no moments when you're gonna be uninspired. Like life happen, things happen in life. But like I said, you can't let it break you. You gotta let it make you. Everybody goes through things in life. It's life. It happens. Whether you want it to happen or whether you don't want it to happen. But you got to continue to man up or woman up and do what you got to do. And I overcame a lot in life to be at the point I'm at, to be where I'm at now. So that's why I say it's all pressure. Like if you're not sticking to the script, you're not trying to get on the same page as me. I don't want you around me. If you're not trying to inspire or motivate me, I don't want you around. I don't need you around me. That's dead weight.
Mm, yes, yes. Like I said, it's not always about money. You can like and share. You can tell people. You can post on your page. There's so many different ways
Yes, ma'am.
to help. And it's crazy because you'll see them going out there buying these hundred and something dollar sneakers and shoes. It's already these rich people, but you got these people in your own community, in your own neighborhood that does lawn care, that does house cleaning.
And
You
don't even
know,
support.
yeah, for
And
their
look,
friends.
you said about shoes. You know, I don't spend all that money on shoes. I'm gonna be real. I got a pair of FUBU shoes on that I got from Walmart. I don't care about the name because y'all really paying by the name. I don't
Thank
care about
you.
all that. As long as I'm comfortable, I'm cool.
Hmm. I have been that way my whole life. It's not about the clothes. I go to the flea market, the Goodwill. It doesn't matter. You don't need 15 bags. You need about 4 or 5 good pairs. 4 or 5 good
Yes,
pairs of
ma'am.
shoes. It's crazy what they spend money on, you know. And then you have
I'm gonna,
somebody on your timeline in your on your Facebook that's selling their products of home, lotion or soap, and you won't even give them a couple of dollars and ship it. I don't understand. It's sad.
support.
Hmm. It is. It really, really is.
But
Um, what are three huge lessons that you have learned along the way that you can give the audience as a takeaway and some tips?
because life, look, I'm gonna say this: life is not about winning and losing. Life is about winning and lessons. So I would say lesson number one: don't give up. Don't give up. I would say number two: stay focused. And I mean, I'm gonna say stay focused because I work in acronyms. Follow one course into success. Whether you on that course, whether you on that course, if many doors open up that need to open on that course, you still follow that one course to success. And number three, I'm gonna say, use your time wisely. Time is the most important commodity. Time you cannot get that back.
Yes.
So
Thank
I would
you.
say, don't give up, stay focused, and use your time wisely.
Yes, yes. Those are three great tips right there for the audience. Very, very well. Thank you. Thank you. How do you get your ideas, your process? What is that like for you?
I'm an introvert. I like being by myself. And when you by yourself, you get a lot of stuff done. You can hear your thoughts. And meditation ain't nothing but you relaxing and you just you're viewing your own thoughts. Like I like to lay down and meditate. So it's basically like I'm viewing my thoughts, but I like to meditate. I like to listen to, like if I'm not around water, I play some nature sounds. Let's get in
Mm.
my happy place. Because when you
So are
at peace,
you
go ahead,
go
Mister.
ahead?
Go ahead.
No,
Now
go
you go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
Now when
please.
you at peace, you can
You
get a lot
said
of
you was
stuff.
at peace. What?
Now when you at peace, you can get a lot of stuff done. When you at look, think about like if you like I'm saying when a tornado come, a storm, it's chaotic. Like, but think about it when you at I just use that cause it's like all the noise. But when you at peace, like you don't hear nothing in my apartment. And that's how I like it to be because I can work. Like I work from my phone. I work from this. I got a laptop right here. Then I
Okay.
still get up Monday through Thursday and work my full time job, and I get off and still work my business. Peace.
That is good. That's good. And I was going to ask you, are you one of those writers that have to have notepads and pens? I think we talked a little bit, and you said that you go to sleep with thoughts
Yeah,
or
it's
wake
just
up with
thought.
them.
I can just like whatever I think about. Say like if I'm trying to and look, my rough draft be a rough draft. When I write my first rough draft, it be rough. But only I can understand it. It's just like my rough draft be real rough drafts. So
Oh,
when I finish, like whatever thought, because like how I think, whatever I watch or look at, that's what's gonna be in my conscious, my subconscious. So if I'm writing and I put that pen down, that's what I'm gonna be thinking about when cause I be up like all times of the night. So if I'm asleep, the thoughts gonna come like, and I might just pop up like 15, 20 minutes later, like even if it sound good or don't sound good, and I'm gonna go back to sleep. But when I'm gonna wake up and check it, but my rough draft be really rough.
okay. Okay. How do you balance making demands on the readers when taking care of the reader? I think I
Mm.
said that right.
So how do I? So it get hard. Don't get me wrong. Let me hit the water.
Okay. These questions I got, some I come from my
No,
head and some I come from the internet. So I don't think this one is a let me give you another one. Let me give you another
I'm
one.
okay. Um.
What was an early experience where you learned that language and writing was power?
Oh, I'm glad because I never speak about this a lot. Like language. You know, it's crazy, but like I had growing up, I had a I ain't gonna say I had a speech problem, but I used to talk fast and I used to talk slow. People can understand me. I used to get nerves, and I'm knowing like English is my main my the main language I speak. I used to get frustrated, and I just get frustrated. I couldn't speak. Like I was like, man, I got a lot to say, a lot of and a lot, but I can't speak. So I used to get man, you get like in you get discouraged, like you lose hope. Let me say that.
Yes.
But as I got older, I just got to really figuring out who I am. Once I figured out who I was, and I don't know, I'm trying to answer the question the best way I can. And for us the writing, it just like I said, everything you do is gonna start up here. Like whether you writing, you talking, it all starts up here in your thoughts. So I had to really just, like I said, I like my peace. I like being by myself. And once I'm by myself, I can the downloads I need for us. Because I talk to myself too. You know, they say all genius talk to themselves. So I talk to myself a lot. Like when I just be in my little piece, I talk to myself and be like, say something like, nah, they don't sound good. They don't sound right. You don't go with the flow of the water. You don't tie in with that. And I like to write metaphorically, like too. I'm strategic. If it don't sound good to me, and I can say this, like when you said about the last questions you said, like when you trying to meet somebody, the man. See, this book just came out, the original release date of this book supposed to be 11/11, but it was Barnes
Okay.
and Noble. They kept so it's just you got to meet the criteria and you got to meet everything. Got to check out. So when I'm sharing the link, like yeah, the book for to come out 11/11, 11/11, I'm live. But then it's not coming out because it's a problem, or not. I'm not gonna say it's a problem. It was just a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
So meeting the people, the demand of the people, when you sharing this link, then they all in your inbox, and they just like, bro, where the book at? Like, I thought it was coming out that day. Then you gotta be like, tell the publisher like, hey, we gotta do something because they ready to read that book. Like, so it's you have your challenge trying to meet demands of other people. Then you have challenges when you're trying to meet the demand of yourself. Like, so that's why I say I use my time wisely. If I'm doing something and I got time to squeeze something else in while I'm doing on my way to do something else, so I'm gonna do it. I just try to use my time wisely. Like, I'm 36 and I work a full-time job, and I said about 38, 40. I said about 38, I'm trying to be retired. I said about 40, I'm trying to be over in Dubai.
Okay. Ooh.
I got a passport too. I'm just
Oh
gonna go, yeah.
yes. Yes, yes. You have to have those big dreams. They have to be a little fearful so you to reach them. So yes, yes.
I
You
said if
having
a
a
dream,
plan.
but I fear you, it's not
Hmm?
a dream.
It's a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
say
yes.
that.
Yes,
Goal
yes.
and the dream is not big enough to scare you. It's not a it's not a goal or a dream. And you know when I hear the word fear now, when I hear fear, I feel excited and ready.
Mm.
So a lot of people, when I hear the word fear,
You know you have that peace in here. It doesn't
yes,
matter
ma'am.
what's gonna happen. You're gonna walk
Yes,
through it.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. So please let the readers know and the listeners know how they can reach you and how to find you.
Oh, yes, ma'am. You can reach me on Facebook, DeMarcus Brewster, on Twitter, DeMarcus Brewster. You can reach me on the OWL app. See, a lot of people don't know about this OWL app.
What is that? Could you tell us a
It's
little bit?
yes, ma'am. It's like, and I'm gonna send you the link once we get off here. It's like and now you'll be a good fit. And it's not about the money, but they pay you to give advice to other people.
Oh, I'm not. I don't think I'm ready for that, but you can send me the link. Thank you.
No,
And
I'm
it's not
saying
that I
to
don't.
you,
But go ahead.
no,
I'm sorry.
it just it's not even about the money, but like I'm an author, and it's a lot of people on there want to get their book published, and you got a pie. You're like, oh, you a podcast too. Like you can just share like tips on how to start a podcast. It's just people want to hear my advice. Like, and I don't just talk about my business. I inspire them.
Like life.
Yes,
Okay.
man. So it's the OWL. It's OWWLL app.
Well, yes, yes. Please send me the link, and I'm gonna try to put that in the description for everybody as well, because I know a lot of authors and a couple of other people that could use this. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Twitter, DeMarcus Brewster. And look, all my social media's got the same picture. So if you look me up, you're gonna see the same picture. You can
Okay.
look my podcast up, Seeking Knowledge. It's on Spotify. It's on Anchor, but they put it on Spotify. Um, but Facebook, DeMarcus Brewster, that's like my main platform where I post it.
Okay. Well,
And I
thank
do
you.
have a private group. Sorry, Mr. Nick. I do have a private group on Facebook called Be Yourself. And you're welcome to be yourself. I'm not gonna put my number out there. I don't do that.
Okay.
uh,
I'm getting me a business one.
yeah, I
Thank
have to get one of
you.
them.
Thank you so much, DeMarcus, for your time. I loved hearing your success story, and whenever you get that, I have a couple of grandbabies and a god grandbaby that I think they would love to hear this story. Yes, yes. So Definitely, definitely, guys. Thank you for your time. This has been another episode of Entrepreneurial Empire. And here at the Empire, we love hearing those success stories. Until next episode, please, please, we welcome donations, subscriptions, and sponsorships. Until next episode, bye for now.
Bye.